All right. I read the book Robert Kiyosaki, uh, Rich Dad Poor Dad, some years ago. And as I think about it today, he was explaining the difference between an asset and a liability. In other words, he was saying an asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. For instance, when you own a home, when you have a mortgage, you're paying that mortgage. Then you got to pay taxes, I believe, twice a year. You have to pay upkeep. If your water heater goes out or you got an issue with your roof, you have to repair that. That costs money. Cosmetics, right? Regarding your grass, your landscape, the front lawn of your house. If you have a backyard, you got to keep that up. That costs money. Whether you hire somebody, right, to do all the landscaping, that costs money. Whether you do it yourself, you got to get a lawnmower, a lawnmower. You got to put gas in that lawnmower or use electricity now these days, electric lawnmower, so on and so forth. It costs money. Most people don't tell you, especially when you're young, okay, if I go buy this car and I pay a car note, now you got to pay some odd dollars every month. You don't pay it, they come pick it up. Some people may say, well, hey, I'll do it this way. I'll do it the smarter way. I'll buy a car cash, right? I'll buy a car that's like 5 grand, 6 grand, and that's certified. Okay, great. Well, you still have to consider you got to put gas in the car. You still have to have insurance on the car. You still have to register your car uh, once a year. And if you ain't passed a small check, you screwed. You got to pay on that. We can go on and on and on, especially repairs also on your car. So, to me, having a house is a liability, having a mortgage, having a car is a liability. Now, I see why people opt out of the system to a degree and they go, nope, I don't want to own a house. Having the American dream, right? Having the house with the white picket fence is obsolete. You can look on the news, people are realizing the hard way that having a house or having a mortgage, that ain't the business. More money is coming out of your pocket than coming in. This is the system we live under. I see why people are moving out of California because it's too damn high. There has to be a new system. And I know there are those who are at the top or close to the top, and they're like, well, I got it, I'm good. Eventually, there will be no middle class, there will be no rich, and there will be no poor. Let's keep that a buck. This system is tough. And if you're not mentally strong, you'll be one of those people out on the street, sleeping in your car or sleeping on the street because the system is too rough. And I get it. Something has to change. I don't know what has to change, but something has to change. I don't know how it's going to change. This is Mike Chevalier, keeping it simple and precise.